Let me tell you a story I think you're really going to enjoy. I have done basic training for the Army twice. Both times I graduated at the very top of my platoon, meaning out of over 200 men, I graduated at the very top. The first time I did basic training was at Fort Jackson when I was in the National Guard between my 11th and 12th grade year of high school. I ended up getting a surgery that got me kicked out of the National Guard, and then I got back into the Army a couple years later. When I got back in, they made me do basic training again, and I had to go to Fort Benning, Georgia. Fort Benning was supposed to be significantly harder than Fort Jackson, but I had already done basic training and did so well. The second time was so easy, to be honest. I knew what to expect. I knew how to work the weapons. I knew the drilling ceremonies. I knew the creeds. I knew it all. We had a senior drill sergeant who really took a liking to me because he was hoping that I would win the Soldier of the Cycle at the end and bring back that medallion for our platoon. He had this reward system where if you would max out your PT score, which I always did, and if you maxed out your rifle score, which I also did, and if you did certain things, you can win nights off a fire guard shift, which is where you would have to get up in the middle of the night for an hour, and you could win extra meals and extra snacks and stuff like that. I was just racking them up. I was literally racking them like a bank system. And then one day it was storming out, so we couldn't do anything in the field, so we got called into the classroom by our other drill sergeant, a man with whom I had so much respect for, but did not like me for some reason, which I didn't understand because I'm like, I did everything right. We get into this classroom and he calls me up to the front of the classroom and he has me start doing push-ups. He continues to have me do push-ups while he teaches the class. Every time I stopped doing push-ups, he yelled at me and commanded me to do more. I have no idea what he was teaching that day. I think it was something about land navigation because I was too busy doing push-ups and sucking on the floor. I was down there for probably like 30 minutes, which felt like 3 hours. And finally, he started talking to me. He started to berate me and call me names for a while. And then he finally broke it down and he said, I see that all of this is easy for you, bro. I see that you know everything and that you're in great shape and you're quick with it all. And that's great. You're going to be a great soldier. Whoop-de-doo. But apparently you learned nothing from your leaders or your service before. Because I have never seen you give one of those nights off a fire guard shift to the man who needs more rest. I have never seen you give one of them extra meals or them extra snacks to the guys who can't gain weight here. He said, you have no idea what it is to lead. You have no idea what it is to sacrifice, and you make me sick. And just when I thought I couldn't feel any worse from doing push-ups for 30 minutes straight, I felt like the smallest man in the world. It was like up until that point, I did not notice a single person around me. Point being is some things in life are going to be easier for you to understand and easier for you to complete and obtain than others. Do not gatekeep your knowledge. Do not gatekeep your rewards. Earning the respect of Drill Sergeant Geyer by the end of that cycle was one of the greatest things I did as a young man. And yes, I did go to the board and win that medal. And I won it because by the time I was standing in front of that board, I knew that I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it for those men in my platoon. I was doing it for Drill Sergeant Geyer.